Okay, hey guys, so welcome to the updated sales call video script for 2020. So, quick little intro to this. Why are we updating the script? Well, I've been just testing so much with Iron and Hyros, and I found that super shortened scripts work so much better for sales calls. It's just gotten us significantly better results. Hyros, we have too many calls. We cannot take any more calls, and the calls are almost coming in too cheaply that we have to almost slow down our ads. This is also working very, very well at Iron. And so I want to walk you through this presentation. And I think this is a game changer for Iron as well because these presentations are very short. If you go look at this presentation itself for Hyros, it's actually, the pitch actually comes out about 22 minutes in as opposed to 45 minutes, which most people are doing in the industry. And the cool thing about this is the Hyros presentation is actually pretty long compared to my Iron presentation. I actually achieve everything that's done in the Hyros presentation in about 10 minutes and get to the pitch in about 11 to 12 minutes in the Iron presentation. The reason the Hyros presentation is a little bit longer is because I actually have to do a demo of the software and everything that we're doing. And so let me walk you through the copywriting process for this, and then I'll upload the slides below. I really suggest you go and watch the other sales call script video as well because it walks you through all the sales strategies and everything we're trying to accomplish. So let's just begin with the Hyros presentation. So what you're going to see me doing here is a little bit unique. What you want to do when you start off the sales call presentation is you mention exactly what the person is going to gain. And again, the video for this is below this, so you can watch the video right after this. So you mention exactly what the person is going to gain. And it's very important in your presentations that you make sure that you don't tell them exactly what they're going to gain in the way that they're going to gain it. So if I mention like, hey, how we use tracking to unlock a whole new level of ad ROI, that's not going to get people as curious as we want them to be. So I mentioned how we use AI print tracking to unlock a whole new level of ad ROI. So we mention sort of what it is, but we create the big mysterious thing that they want to learn more about. And then immediately the first thing you want to do is you want to dive straight into your results. You want to dive straight into the results you've gotten from these strategies. So what I do is I literally say, hey, look, we're going to be showing you how AI print tracking can revolutionize your business. And the reason we can say this is because this is what it's done for my business. Here's me generating a little over $9 million per year. And then the next thing we want to dive straight into is results this has gotten other people. So basically we start off the presentation, hey, this is the big mysterious thing. Here's the results it's gotten me. And the coolest thing about this is it's also gotten other people significant results. It's gotten other people significant results as well. Now, immediately after we show our customers' results and our results, I want to make it very clear, we don't want to make a call to action after that. Don't mention the call, don't mention anything like that. There's a very unique way we do a call to action in the script I'll be going over. That being said, immediately after you show your customers' results and your results, you want to talk about the things that they're going to gain on top of this. So at Hyros, for example, I talk about how they're going to save money, how they're going to get lower how they're going to be able to get customers cheaper, how this is completely unfair because it allows us to go and whomp our competitors. You want to mention all the things they're going to gain. And so we've done three things so far. We've hooked their curiosity, we've shown them results we've gone, we've shown them that they can get those results too by showing our customers results, and now we've attached those results to some very specific gains that are based around their pain points that they're watching this presentation for. So again, we want to show them, hey, we're getting all these things and you're not getting these things. And so that's bad. You're really missing out right here. That's how we want the person to feel when we get to this point. So at this point, we're going to tell a 3 to 5 minute origin story. And so what you want to do is you want to explain the problem to the viewer in the form of a story. You always want to explain the problem in the view of a story, or you want to explain the problems you were running into, or the things that led you to discover this, that really demonstrate all the benefits of what you're trying to get the viewer on a call for. So what I actually do is I tell them the story of how I actually discovered print tracking, or basically all the things we do at Hyros. And the way I tell this story is in a way that really demonstrates all the problems they're having. So I talk about how I went in and actually started tracking my ads, and I saw how much money we were losing. I saw how much more money I could gain from this, and I showed exactly, or I talk about exactly how I discovered how this makes the AI at Facebook and AdWords so much dumber. And so I basically demonstrate me losing money, me wasting money on ads, me turning off ads at scale, me doing all the things that they're doing. And you have to understand, when we are telling stories like we've talked about in this copywriting section, the person sees themselves as you. So you're really demonstrating them getting all these painful problems. That's what's going on here when we're telling this quick origin story. And it should be about 3 to 5 minutes. Now, the next thing I want you to understand is in the origin story, it's all about creating these problems or elevating the problems in their head and then separating them from the solution. Okay, so I constantly go through and I talk about these problems I have. I talk about how damaging they were to our business. And then what I do is I constantly keep mentioning, oh, and then I had to hire a data scientist. I had to go through all this stuff to solve these problems. But I'll be showing you how to fix this regardless throughout this presentation. So the most important thing when you're telling your origin story is elevate the problems, demonstrate how you had the problems or how your customers had the problems. Demonstrate the severity of the problems. Demonstrate all the things it causes you, all the pain and the loss it caused you. And then talk about how difficult it was to actually get to the solution. So you can see what I do right here is I mention how I discovered tracking, the results I originally saw, which was how much money I was losing, how big these problems were. And then I talk about all the problems that occurred from having bad tracking. And then I talk about how this was going to limit me for forever. So by the end of this short story, the user is like, oh man, I'm losing money on ads. I'm killing my winners. I'm paying way more per customer, and I'm just never going to be able to scale like this. And so I explained the situation that I was in and the problem that the user is in as well. So you need to be able to do this with your origin story. Now, at this point in time, I talk about how I solved the problem by using a complicated thing that they cannot easily replicate without hopping on a call with us. Okay, so we don't want to sit around and explain how difficult it is, but just say, like, we solved the problem. These are the results we got. So I talk about how I solved this problem and how I got significantly better results. And then most importantly, at the end of this origin story, we show our customers going and using this same exact method to get the results. Now, the really interesting thing about this presentation is I make my first call to action for a call 8 minutes in. So what I do, instead of waiting to the very end of this, I say, look, this is how I solved the problem. This is how I got out of this pain. And by the way, I've helped so many other people get out of this pain as well. And by the way, I just want to be straight with you. All these people actually booked a call with us, and we actually just set up a custom strategy for them. Don't worry, in this video, I'm going to show you all the information you need to fix this problem. But again, your situation, your business, your thing you're doing is unique. Okay, you're a unique snowflake. So of course, a custom solution is going to be the solution overall. You're going to need a unique strategy for your unique business or your unique situation. Okay, so I don't want to beat around the bush. I don't want to be non-transparent with you. All these people actually sat down with me, and that's how they were able to get these really good results, because I was able to look at the unique things they're doing and say, oh, this is the unique solution to what you're doing. So if you want that unique solution, you want that unique strategy, well then, what you need to do is go below and book a call with us, just like all these other people did. Anyways, moving on to the information. So this is actually the hardest part of the entire strategy call. All you're going to need to do now is you want to walk them through 3 to 5 points of how to fix this problem. So I have a 3-step process to fixing this problem, and this is basically exactly what we do at Hyros. And what you want to do with these steps, this is the training part of it, is you really just want to demonstrate all the things they'll gain by hopping on a call with you. So for example, on the Hyros presentation, the first step that I show them is how to make more money from their ads by spotting their winners. Okay? And I really just talk about how damaging it is to the business when you're turning off winners. The second step I show them is how to save money. I show them how to save money on their ads by spotting their true losers. And while I'm doing these things, I'm just showing them problems that I know they have, and then showing me benefiting greatly from solving these problems, and then not really helping them solve the problem. Okay, I'm not really helping them solve the problem in this example. I'm just showing them, hey, man, this is a serious problem. Here's me demonstrating how serious the problem is. Here's my results fixing this problem. And I mean, you should really fix this problem. And that's the pattern I follow every single time with these steps. Okay. And I do the same exact thing for step 3. I say, okay, look, again, you have to understand Facebook and Google, their ad AI is really bad, so it's caused me to pay way more per customer. And I mean, I'll show you how I fix this problem. I just press this button in Hyros. And again, if you book a call, we can fix this problem really easily for you, show you the custom way to upload your offline conversions. But this is just something you got to do. Okay. So after you've gone through the problems, what you're going to do is you need to go through their options to fix these problems. So look, there's 3 situations you can do right now. 1, you can hire a data scientist and plug 5 different tools together like I did. 2, you could spend $35,000 developing this custom system. Or just option 3, you could go and simply book a call with us below. You can simply go and book a call with us below. And this close sequence right here is the exact same close sequence from our previous sales call video. Okay? It's the exact same close sequence. The only thing that changed was we dramatically shortened the initial presentation. So again, it's much simpler. All we're going to do is we go and state the big mysterious thing they're going to learn. We show them the results of the big mysterious thing they're going to learn. We show them other people getting results from the big mysterious thing we're going to learn. Okay. Then we tell the origin story that emphasizes the problems that they're having and make the problems they're having a top tier problem in their mind. And we do this by showing us ourselves discovering these problems for ourselves and greatly suffering from these problems. And then we talk about the benefits that happened to us when we solved these problems. We talk about all the symptoms, we talk about all the problems that they're probably having right now, the effect it's having on their business or themselves, and then we talk about the impact it had on us when we finally fix these things, and then we make sure to separate the solution from the problem from where they're at right now. So if at this point in time you think the user feels or the viewer feels, hey, you know, I could just go fix this on my own, then you completely failed. You want them to suffer from the problem, to feel that the problems are a top tier problem in your mind. You want them to feel that they're having all the same symptoms you were. You want to describe the symptoms that they're having, honestly. And then what you want to do is you want to talk about how you found a solution, but it was quite difficult. It was quite a stretch. And so you're going to try your best to help them in this presentation. But again, you've been doing this for 8 years. You had a year of testing. You have these scripts. You have these things that have given you a huge benefit. You had to go and spend $35,000 creating your custom solution. You want to separate, you want to make the solution very far off, but you still want to say, look, the solution's difficult, but I'm going to show you the best things you can do to solve this immediately and start reaping the benefits right now. And then most importantly, you really want the solution because, I mean, look at all these people who got the same solution I'm talking about right now. And look at the benefits they've had. And by the way, these people, they hopped on a quick call with us. I'm just being transparent with you. Your situation, your life situation, your business is very unique. So of course, a unique situation is going to require a unique solution. And so I'm just going to be straight with you. This video right here, I'm going to do my very best to give you all the information. But of course, if I'm able to actually take a look at your business or your unique situation, I'm going to be able to help you 10 times more. And that's what all these people did right here. Okay, you cannot make a one-size-fits-all presentation. It fixes everyone's business or everyone's unique situation. Okay, that's why you need to hop on a call with us for this. Okay, and then you just walk them through the steps to benefiting from your big mysterious thing, while making it very clear that, I mean, you have an advantage. Maybe you have scripts. Maybe you have a lot of testing, and so you always want to keep presenting the solutions, but always make sure that they're not able to do the solutions quite on their own. So it's pretty easy at Hyros because I can just walk through and go through these steps, show them the problems that are being caused, show them the damage it did to my business, and then show me solving these problems. And then say, and by the way, I mean, you know, the only real solution here is Hyros. The only real solution is hiring a data scientist. The only real solution here is to do that big complicated solution and keep mentioning that throughout the call. Okay, keep mentioning that, like, hey, you know, this is difficult to solve. I don't know you're going to solve this on your own, but this has had such a huge impact on us. And don't worry, at the end of this call, I'll show you all the easy ways you can go and fix this on your own if you really want to. But let's just continue. And just keep mentioning you're going to show them the solution. You're going to show them the quick fix here in a second. Go through the steps and then present the way for them to solve these problems as you presented in the steps with maybe 2 to 3 options that are the first 2, of course, completely difficult, very hard, very expensive, and a real challenge for them to do on their own. And then option C is just get the cheat codes and let us do this for you by hopping on a call with us. And you're going to want to use the same exact call close that we had on the previous SC funnel. And so I want to also recap how we're doing this at Iron as well. It's a very similar sales video. So again, check out what we're doing in the Iron video. It's the same exact format. First thing I do is I say, hey, look, these are the results you're going to get. This is what I've been able to do. This is the amount of money I've been able to generate from here. And if you make it to the end of this video, I'm going to deliver to you a full funnel training. That's one important thing that I left out on this video and at the beginning of it. Once you show your initial results, be like, hey, by the way, I'm also going to deliver this huge training to you if you make it to the end of this video. Okay? And then we're using the same exact format before. Here's the results I got. Here's the results other people have gotten, which is why you should watch this. And here's where it's going to give you tons of benefits. So I explain how YouTube works. Here's the big benefits. Here's the things you're going to gain. And then I walk through the steps. Again, state the things they're going to gain and then tell a quick origin story. So what I do right here is I tell my quick origin story on how this has been the absolute key to me growing my business and getting out of all the struggles and all the problems they had. Now, if you're doing a B2B info business presentation, what you're probably going to want to do is you're not going to really want to focus on problems. You're going to want to focus on gains much more. So what I do, instead of talking about problems as much in my origin story, is I talk about all the gains I've made in so many different business niches and models out there. Okay? And I talk about other businesses that have gone and gotten these results. And so at this point in time, what I'm going to do that's slightly different in the Iron presentation is I'm not going to do the call to action right after I get done with the origin story. What I'm only going to do differently right here is I'm going to hop straight into the steps. And so I'm going to start training them by showing them the steps that I use to absolutely crush in the thing they're going to want to do. And what I'm constantly doing in all of these is talking about the things they're going to gain from the sales call. So the key to a perfect ad is actually using my patented script. This allows me to get such better CPLs, such better results. And by the way, my customers have been able to go out there and get awesome results with this as well. And so what I do is I show people getting the result right there. So again, we're going to actually shorten the process if we're doing a B2B info because we don't really need to go through and do demos of the software like we're doing at Hyros. So again, we start off by showing our results, mentioning that they're going to get a reward by making it to the end of the training. And then we mention that it's well worth it because look at the results other people have gotten. We tell an origin story showing all the benefits, all the things they're going to gain. Then we walk through the steps and show them the results that they get from following the steps while, again, separating them from the solution. So example right here is I talk about, hey, this is how you write the perfect ad. In fact, I've been using this script. It's been working for me for years. Again, they don't have the script. Okay, the key to getting sales right here. I talk about that as I talk about how to go and use a funnel, how to go and use the right copywriting, how to go and create sales videos to actually get sales because that's the absolute key. But then I say, again, I've been using the script on my sales videos for years, but again, they don't have the sales script. Okay? Then I do the same exact thing. I'm just doing the same exact step-by-step process we saw at Hyros. I introduce a solution. I introduce a step. I show the huge results a step has gotten. I explain how the step works, but then I make it very clear that they don't have everything they need to execute that step, and I do. Okay, and so I talk about targeting methods and how they can go and target their competitors' websites, how they can go and target their competitors' videos. But again, I don't mention exactly how to do that. So step 1, big solution, big results. I have the shortcut to do that. But I can't explain it on this video. Step 2, big solution, big results. I actually have a shortcut to fix this, but again, I'll talk about that here in a second. Here's results other people have gotten. Step 3, here's exactly the big solution, the big results. Again, I don't have all the details on how to do this, but I have a shortcut to get there, and here's a person that's used this shortcut. And so at this point, what I do is, again, just step 4, how to scale fast. I just talk about the potential and everything they're going to gain. And I say, look, again, you have 3 options if you want to go and do this, okay? Because again, I can't create a custom solution in a one-size-fits-all video. So again, you have a few things. You can go out there, you can trial and error this, you can lose a ton of money. You can go and hire someone to do this, or you could just hop on a super quick call with us. And on this quick call, if you go right below this video, we're going to show you all the same exact sales close we did before. So it's just way shorter version. It's very, very short. You can see I've gone to the call to action in 10 minutes right here. I've gone to the call to action in 10 minutes right here. One last thing I'm also going to leave you with in this video that's super important is your final step. You want to present the massive gain that they can achieve, but with the big initial upfront loss that will come with it. This is something that's been very important with B2B info products or a info product sales call video. Introduce the massive gain they could have if they nailed all these 4 steps that you've shown them a solution to, you've shown them how straightforward it is, and you've mentioned that you have the shortcut hack, and then mention, hey, look, the benefit that you could gain from this if you apply this to your business or your thing you're doing is insane. Think about the massive gain. The only problem is there's going to be a steep learning curve. There's going to be a lot of loss up front. And frankly, that stinks. That makes me kind of go, ugh, because I feel like this video could cause more problems than it could good, because honestly, you're going to go up there, you're going to lose a lot up front, and I feel like I'm leaving you hanging. So look, I'm going to give you a chance right now. You could go do this on your own. You could do that initial loss. You could go hire someone to do this. It would be very expensive. But in order for me to really help you the most in this video, I think the best thing you could possibly do is, look, your business is unique. Your situation is unique, and the best way to go and solve that unique problem you have is to get a unique custom solution. And I can't of course provide that in this video, because you can't do that in a one-size-fits-all video. So what I'd like to offer you right now is the same exact thing that all those people you've seen who've gotten great results have gotten. Those people got all the hacks that I mentioned in this video so far. They got all the shortcuts, and I would give you all the shortcuts in this video, but it's unique to your business, which is why I offered these people, and the way they got results was by hopping on a call with me. They hopped on a quick call with me where I showed them how to apply these hacks. I showed them how to create the perfect ad, the type of sales video they should be running, and the type of targeting they should be running at the same exact time. And that's how they went and got these explosive results. That's how the people you see on this call right now are killing it, because they hopped on a call with me, and it allowed me to go and actually look at their specific business, their consulting, software, supplement, or info business, and deliver them a custom solution. And so that's why you need to go below and book a custom solution with us, and pow, that just works. You apply the same close that we applied in the last sales video, and that's how we take a 45-minute presentation or a presentation where it takes 45 minutes to get to the call to action and shorten it to 11 minutes. Okay? So I'm going to post both of these videos below. I'm going to post the slides for Hyros below. I found that at Hyros, having a video with my face in it actually doesn't help. All right, I got a lot more better interaction at Hyros by just having a PowerPoint presentation. At Iron, I've gotten a lot better interaction from having a video presentation where I'm just talking. Again, it's just a 10-minute video, okay? So this is the new scripts. This is how they work. If you have questions about them, tag me in the group. Let's just get after it.